What's going on, YouTube Nation? What's happening? How you doing? How you doing, Twitter and Periscopers and Facebook Live? What's going on? Good to see you all on. Welcome, welcome, welcome. My name is Ken Cloutier of GetMotivatedForSuccess.com, and I live in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. I teach network marketers and home business owners how to generate leads for their business, sponsor more reps, and make more money. So, what I wanted to share with you in tonight's show is when, and how you can disqualify people from joining your MLM team or coaching. If you have a coaching program. So it's total opposite of what most people are thinking. Like, well, what do you mean disqualified? Like, don't I want people to join my business. I'm not looking to disqualify people. I want any and everybody that is looking to make money to join my team. Right? That's what a lot of people are thinking. And I know I was too for a long time, long time, right? That's what I wanted. I'd take anybody. Can you help me? Sure. Come on, join my team. And I actually heard this from Ray Higdon. There's times where you should disqualify people. In other words, you should be as quick to disqualify people as you are to accept people onto your team. All right. It's very, very important to understand that. You should be willing to disqualify people and turn people away from you. Not be mean, but turn people down. Hey, this probably isn't the right opportunity for you, yada, yada, yada. I'll get into that. But you should be willing to do that as quickly and as often as you're willing to accept somebody onto your team. You have to be choosy. You have to be picky. Okay? So when should you and how should you disqualify people? Well, um, when you turn people down, all right, it's usually because there's a discrepancy in expectations. Okay, so for example, I'll give you an example of when you might want to turn somebody down, somebody away from your coaching or MLM team. Let's say, for instance, somebody approaches you and says, "Hey, I want to join your team," or "I'm interested in what you're doing," and you're obviously you're connecting with them, right? You're finding out what the deal is, why they're looking, how long they've been looking, that sort of thing. And they say something, they come at you with this energy, this negative energy about, how bad their last upline was, how bad the company was, how the upline didn't do things for them, it didn't help them, all kinds of things like that. Or you might be um, have a prospect that's like, well, what can you do for me? How can you help me? Right? They're kind of coming at you from a sell me on why I should join your business. How can you help me? What can you do for me to help me succeed? Okay. So when you have people that are coming at you with that kind of a negative energy, the way to disarm them, the way to disarm them, and I've done this before and it works, I know it does, is let them know, hey, just curious, if you had a magic wand or a way to make everything perfect, what would you want your upline to do for you? So if somebody comes to you, yeah, I had a crappy upline, they never helped me out, company stone, blah, blah, blah. If you had a magic wand, if you could make everything perfect, what would you want your upline to do for you? Or what would you want the company to be like? And anytime that I've done this, some of you may have done this before, but anytime I've done this, usually there's a pause because they're not expecting that question. They're usually like, huh? That like I have a Doberman Pinscher at home, and when I say something like, you want to go outside? He'll be like, huh? And that's the kind of response you get. Huh? What? And they'll say things like, well, they didn't help me get started right. They didn't help me. They didn't jump on live calls for me. They didn't share the opportunity for me. They didn't help close people for me. Whatever it is. But what you're doing when you ask that question is you are clarifying their expectations. Because one prospect, one person may say, my upline didn't help me. And that could mean they wanted their upline to do everything for them. They didn't fly out to help me get started. They didn't do three-way calls. They didn't help close prospects for me. It could mean a lot of different things. Another person, when they say my upline didn't help me, might be they didn't call me every morning to motivate me. right? They didn't me or help me in my financial situation. They didn't help me with my marriage. They didn't help me with fill in the blank. So when two people say my upline stunk and they didn't help me, or the company stunk, I didn't like it, they usually have very different reasons of what their expectations were. Now, if you don't ask them this question, you don't know what expectations they have. So if somebody says my upline stunk and you don't ask them, well, tell me about it, just curious, if you had a batch go on, what would the perfect upline do for you? If you don't ask that question, you could be jumping right into the shark infested waters that the other upline was just in. In other words, you welcome that prospect, they get started in your business, and now all of a sudden 6 months from now they quit because you didn't meet their expectations, and they're in the same scenario as the previous upline, right? So you do this because you don't want to waste your time. You have to value your time. You don't want to jump in business with somebody who's going to waste your time or who you don't know what their expectations are. So you need to ask and make sure that those expectations are clear. Now, if somebody was saying, well, I need my upline to motivate me all day, every day, I need them to do everything for me, I just want to give them names and let them do the work. Well, you have to, once you have that clarification and you know that's what they're looking for, now you, you get to decide if that's something that you want to do. Again, value your time. You get to determine if that's the route that you want to go. And if you don't want to go that route, hey, I'm sorry, Joe, but you know what, based on what you're looking for and what I offer and what I'm willing to do, I don't know that this is going to be the right fit for you. That's the time to turn people away. If they have expectations that are not congruent with what you're willing to offer or can offer, maybe you don't even have the ability to, then that's the time to turn people away. Nicely, but turn them away. Don't take on a project that you're not willing to build. I guess that's the best way to put it. Don't take on a project that you're not willing to build. This is where you have to value your time and get out of the thought process of, I want anybody with a pulse to join my business. I want anybody, I'll take anybody. Will you? Because do you want to work with projects, or do you want to work with people that are motivated and ready to rock, ready to run, ready to build the business, and you can help them? I'm not saying you don't help them. I'm not saying you don't assist them. I'm not saying you don't help build their business. But do you want to take on a project? See, your time is way more valuable than you're giving yourself credit for. If you're I want everybody in my business, you don't value your time. And what I've found out and what I've really witnessed myself and observed is that people value their time. Have you ever noticed that? Wealthy people with money, you can't just walk up to somebody with money and say, hey, I want to sit down with you. They value their time. They're very picky on who they give their time to and what they spend their time doing. People that are not wealthy or don't at least have a wealth mentality are willing to do any and everything for any and everybody. And yes, we want to help people, right? We truly want to help people, but you also have to be smart, because your time is precious. You can never get that time back. So if you're spending your time cultivating and throwing seeds into concrete, you're not going to get the kind of results that you're looking for. You're going to be wasting your time. But if you're throwing seeds and cultivating in rich soil, now you're going to get some growth. You're going to get some activity that starts happening. So it's very, very important to value your time. And the way you value your time is to be sure, right before they even seek your opportunity, right? Qualify them. Qualify them. Find out what their expectations are. If somebody wants to get in business, they've never been in business before. Okay, Joe, how many hours a week are you willing to dedicate to your business? Oh, well, I don't know, an hour a week. Okay, well, Joe, based on what you're looking to make and the amount of time, I don't know if this is going to be a fit for you. You can qualify them quick. Or instead of turning them away, you can try and correct it and say, well, Joe, based on the amount of money that you're looking to make, you know, you're probably going to have to put in 10 hours a week. Is that something you're willing to do? Qualify them. Now the ball's in their court. Do they want to or don't? No, I really don't want to put that much time into it. I just want something that can make money quick and not really put a lot of effort into it. Okay, well, this isn't for you. Or, oh, okay, I have to put that. Okay, sure, I can do that. Now you qualify them. So now there's expectations. So when you're helping them, there's an expectation that both of you have an understanding. That's probably the right way to put it. Have an understanding so that you can move them through the business and the growth of their business smoothly. But if you don't have that understanding and that expectation, there's a good chance that you're going to waste your time and the person isn't going to be happy because you're not meeting their expectations. So I know this is a little bit longer than I normally go, but this is a very important topic because you need to start taking your vision off of short term and think long term. Think long term. How do you want to spend your time? Do you want to spend it with people that are wanting to grow a business and are serious about it? Or do you want to keep wasting and dabbling your time with people that are half in and half out? You know, everything, oh, you know, I want this, this, and this, but they're not willing to give back. They're not willing to invest their time and energy into their own business. You know, you shouldn't be more excited about somebody else's future than they are. I'll repeat that. You shouldn't be more excited about somebody else's business and future than they are. And if you find yourself doing that, then you need to start qualifying people better and be willing to turn some of these people away that you just don't feel that it would be a good fit. All right. So if you got value from this, feel free to share. If you're on Facebook, hit the bottom left-hand corner of the screen. You can share it. If you're on Twitter or Periscope, swipe up or swipe to the right. And if you're on YouTube, any of the share buttons below the video, you can push this out because I think it'll help some of your teammates. It'll help some of your leaders. If you are in network marketing or home business and you'd like to learn how to generate leads every day for your business, make sure you grab my 19 lead sources for your business. It's a 6-page PDF ebook that's going to go over 19 different methods that you can start generating leads every single day so that you never run out of people to talk to about your business. If you'd like to grab that, there's a couple different ways you can. If you're on YouTube, underneath the video under Show More, I left the link there. If you're on Twitter and Periscope, you can either go to my Periscope profile and click on the link or go to scopewken.getmotivatedforsuccess.com. It's right there in the title. If you are on YouTube, I'm sorry guys, I'm sorry, Facebook. If you're on Facebook Live, right above the video, I left the link. So all you have to do is just click right above the video, click that link, and then grab your free download. It's an instant download, free, so that you can learn 19 different methods to generate leads for your business every single day. So there we go. There you have it. If you got value, please feel free to share and drop any comments that you may have. Anja, it's good to see you on. Have a great night. Everybody have a wonderful night. And we will see you on the next video. Have an awesome night, guys. Love you all. Take care.